10 most dangerous players in the NBA. What constitutes a dangerous player in the NBA? There's overall skill, the mindset, and propensity to put in hours of hard work. There's never quit dedication. And sometimes, danger hits you because you underestimated it. Wrap all that together and put it in human form, and you have yourselves the 10 most dangerous players in the NBA, in no particular order. LeBron James. For almost 2 decades now, NBA hopefuls have been warned by loved ones of the dangers of life. Look both ways before you cross the street, don't run with scissors, and watch out for LeBron James on a basketball court. With or without a basketball in hand, the man is just plain dangerous. If you're guarding him on the perimeter, don't give him too much cushion. He's got range with that jumper. Don't play him too close, or you'll set yourself up for a blow-by drive to the hoop. Have the task of manning up on LeBron in the low post? Hope you're ready for a healthy dose of bully ball. Did you manage to steal the ball on a fast break with nothing between you and the basket? You still have to watch out for the famous LeBron chase down block. In the playoffs, LeBron has been sending players on early vacations and squashing the hopes of entire cities for years. Just ask Jason Terry how dangerous LeBron is, as LeBron once turned Terry into a Celtic green chalk outline under the hoop. And if you think you can limit his scoring on the offensive end, you still have to worry about his vision and passing. LeBron sees things that you don't. He sees plays before they develop. A player of his physical stature that can glimpse into the future like that, that's comic book bad guy level dangerous. Stephen Curry. One of the most unassuming danger-filled packages of the past decade is Stephen Curry. A smaller framed 6'3" with his shoes on and 190 pounds when he's soaking wet. Curry didn't come into the league intimidating opponents with his stature, but Curry developed an intelligent game to pair with his stature. Knowing he couldn't muscle past, well, most of the league, Curry focused on specific skills. He moves fast with or without the ball. He's an excellent cutter to the basket. And with his heightened endurance, he's constantly moving past screens and navigating the perimeter of the court. Like Jason Statham in Crank, you never see Curry standing still. How about with the ball? Forget about it. If he doesn't cross you up with his insane handles, he'll race by you and weave through traffic for an acrobatic lay-in. And most dangerous of all in Curry's game, if the lane is clogged, if the paint is well defended, or if Curry just feels like it, he's got a dagger of a jump shot. He is top 3 in the league for accuracy with range. The 3-point line is just a suggestion to Curry. Kawhi Leonard. The silent assassin, better known as Kawhi Leonard. His calling card is inflicting massive damage to a team, and then quietly slipping away. If you're only to pay attention to Kawhi in-game, you might not realize how badly he's killing your team. With his stoic, unbending look and quiet demeanor, you may not realize he is wrecking your squad until you glance at the scoreboard. Kawhi has one of the most complete all-around games in the NBA. Shutdown defense, the ability to guard any position, and literally every muscle in his body is stacked, as he can block a shot with just one finger. His methodical approach on offense may lull you into a false sense of security. Kawhi dictates where on the court he moves to, and where he will score from. Pair that with his mechanical laugh that sounds like an alien mimicking human laughter after having heard it just once, and Kawhi has people speculating that he's a cyborg. If he is, then we're in even more trouble than previously anticipated. With 50% less capacity for compassion, Kawhi the cyborg won't have anything holding him back from destroying all in his path. Jamal Murray. The emergence of Jamal Murray in the 2020 playoffs was a staggering surprise, and that's what makes him so dangerous. Sometimes, the biggest dangers of all are the ones you don't see coming. Murray has never made an All-Star team in his 4-year NBA career. With solid progression over the years, he still had never averaged more than 19 points per game in a year. That all changed in the 2020 playoffs, when Murray set fire to the Orlando bubble. Averaging over 26 points a game in those playoffs, Murray had 4 games in which he scored 40 or more. In 2 games, he put up 50. With his tenacity and never quit attitude, Murray is like a hungry bulldog off the chain. He can rip through defenses inside and out. And with his confidence, he is never out of a game or a series. Murray has helped his Denver Nuggets come back from 2 consecutive 3-1 deficits in the 2020 playoffs. No team had ever done that in one playoff run. And the second squad they took down was the championship favorite Los Angeles Lakers. Murray is dangerous because he is underestimated by many. Murray is dangerous because he isn't an all-star. but he sends all-stars home. Jamal Murray isn't the assassin, he's the hitman that takes out the assassin. Anthony Davis. As a sophomore in high school, Anthony Davis was 6'2" and an excellent guard with college ball aspirations. Over the next few years, he had an 8-inch growth spurt. Playing for Kentucky at 6'10", Davis was an extremely unique player. Having the skill set of a guard and now the frame of a forward or center, he was a matchup nightmare. He proved too much for anyone to handle, as he and his team won the national championship in his 1 year there. Fast forward to his time in the NBA, and Davis put on a considerable amount of weight, like another 40 pounds, and it was clearly all muscle. Flash the lights and sound the alarms. Davis has danger written all over him. The handles of a guard with the size of a big man that can push you around under the rim. Your only shot of stopping him is to get run over by him and hope the refs call an offensive foul, and hope you don't break anything. James Harden. Presenting danger not only to a beard trimmer, but also to NBA players is James Harden. Another player on the list with deadly accurate range. Harden sinks shots from all over the court. His three-point game is just silly at times. He's mastered the step-back 3, the sidestep 3, and the deep 3. Contest his shot if you want. Harden doesn't care. At 6'5", he's not a shorter guard that's easy to stifle with a simple hand up in his airspace. And unlike other deep 3 aficionados, Harden has size. Coupling that with speed and excellent handles, he can blow by you, or he can muscle through you. Pick your poison. Harden is an incredible finisher at the rim. With his upper body strength he now has, it's difficult for defenders to stop him from scoring in the paint. That is, unless they foul him. As an 85% career free throw shooter, it's all a part of the Harden long game strategy. He loves the free throw line. With all his time spent there, he should consider owning some property on that front. But all kidding aside, Harden brings danger from beyond the arc, in the paint, and with frequent trips to the foul line. How does one put this bearded scoring machine in a spot on the floor that he can't score from? He loves to shoot from everywhere. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Looking like quite possibly a once-in-a-century type player, Giannis Antetokounmpo is a unique talent. Standing at 6'11" and weighing at 240 pounds, you wouldn't expect a big man to move so quickly with such agility. Sprinting the court like a deer or gazelle, Giannis landed on the perfect team, the Bucks. But it's not just his size and speed combined together that make him so dangerous. Giannis is strong. He outmuscles and outworks players in the paint. He dominates with dastardly dunks on the offensive end, and on defense, he will obliterate any weak shots you put up with a swing of his giant arms. We hadn't even mentioned his 7'3" wingspan, which is essentially a Kristaps Porzingis from hand to hand. He hovers in the paint and guards the basket like a condor protecting the nest. But what happens when you come close to a condor's nest? Nothing good, that's what. Jimmy Butler. Most known for his defense, Jimmy Butler has developed an amazing offensive repertoire in his time in the NBA. Coming into the league as a defensive presence and earning the offensive-themed nickname Jimmy Buckets, you could already tell that would spell trouble. Butler's become one of the best two-way players in the game with his gritty, grinded-out style of play. He's a master at getting his entire team involved, but when he needs to take over a game himself, he can. He doesn't back down from any challenge. Butler may have taken a backseat to many other NBA players in the minds of plenty of fans, but he has proven since moving to Miami, with the right squad, he is lethal. Trampling over East Coast competitors that were favored over him in the 2020 playoffs, Butler doesn't care if his opponent is an MVP or not. He marches over the corpses of franchises with championship aspirations, without a change in his expression. Like a king expanding his empire, Butler leads his troops to pillage and plunder, and roll over any city in his way. It's just all another day in the life of Jimmy Butler. Damian Lillard. Contrary to popular belief, the most dangerous thing in the Pacific Northwest is not Sloth from the Goonies, or the bad guy in Kindergarten Cop. No, it's Damian Lillard. Lillard has been a massive offensive threat for his entire NBA career, but each year he gets more and more dangerous. Lately, he has shown everyone he has the ability to put the team on his back and carry them to victory. In the Orlando bubble, Portland needed to win almost every single game they played to make the playoffs, and Lillard willed them to victories. In the 8 games leading up to the playoffs, Lillard notched 4 40-plus point performances, including one game with 51, and another where he went off for 61. Lillard can put up big numbers on any given night, and he can shoot the rock from anywhere on the court, with a stunningly high percentage of making it. Who can forget the infamous shot that sent OKC home in the 2019 playoffs, as Lillard waved bye-bye to an entire city? If the NBA implemented a 4-point line, Lillard would still be shooting deep fours, and he would be lethal. His range knows no bounds, and it seems to keep growing. Kevin Durant. Though he's been off the court for a while now, Kevin Durant is still out there, a sleeping giant waiting for the next NBA season to wake him. Durant is a special talent, height and length with the skills and speed of a guard. He has an all-around complete game, mid-range, long-range, post-play, and don't sleep on his defense. Durant has been improving his defensive game each year. He's got the skills to shut down stars of the game, and his wingspan allows him to block any shot in a wide radius. Everyone's known Durant is dangerous, but with all the negative talk of his move to Golden State to chase rings, and with an entire season sitting out and watching everyone else play, hearing all the praise of other players while Durant stays in street clothes, he's gonna come back with a lot to prove. Pairing up with new teammate Kyrie Irving in Brooklyn, Durant is gonna quickly remind everyone of the danger bubbling deep down inside him. Final thoughts. And thanks for watching another UpNext Sports video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel, and leave us a comment if you think we left out players who deserve to be recognized as one of the 10 most dangerous in the NBA. And join us for the next fun topic.